Hola! It is no surprise that humanity's consciousness is rising because we are finally done with the heavy energy of the earth sign. Hola! From Colombia. With the present great world confusion, I wish to do my part to accelerate the evolution of human consciousness. Please help by subscribing and sharing these videos. Thank you. The Great Conjunction in the Age of Aquarius. Just after Saturn and Jupiter entered Aquarius, they came together on December 21st, 2020, to form what's known as the Great Conjunction in astrology, a rare planetary connection that only happens about once every 20 years. This particular alignment in Aquarius was the first to take place in 700 years, and this is why many astrologers consider it to be the dawning of the Age of Aquarius. Jupiter and Saturn are considered social planets that govern over matters of growth and structure. So when they come together to form a great conjunction, it can signal significant changes for the collective. With these powerful planets joining forces in the collaborative air sign of Aquarius, we'll all be more inspired to embrace unconventional ways of thinking and will focus on community work. This new energy is greatly needed in the complete unknown of what humanity will be facing from now on. The media has reported superbolts detected above the atmosphere are over 1,000 times brighter than normal lightning. Here in Popayan, Colombia, we're experiencing a great increase of rain with continuous thunder and lightning. We regularly lose electricity and internet because the lightning hits the towers and wires all the time. We definitely live in an electrical universe, and we have seen nothing yet. We have moved from the dense earth energy we were in for over 2,000 years in the age of Pisces, which started with the birth of Jesus, into the much lighter air energy of the age of Aquarius. Everything on earth is visibly changing, and it is felt by everyone. The pandemic is used as the excuse by the evil forces to bring in their technocratic society in their attempt to maintain control over humanity. Will they succeed? Not with everyone, and that is a certainty. We only need a critical mass of awakened individuals in conscious daily action in order to succeed in what has been humanity's destiny from the beginning: transformation into a new divine being. On this picture, Earth is represented by a mountain or a pyramid. This has been the traditional pyramidal structure of top-down control. This will no longer function with these new air energies we are now experiencing. Air energy is creativity, ideas, adventure, and individual power. The elite know that they cannot retain power over a unified individual. The elite knows that they must maintain a division between the body and soul at the person level. This is the only way they can continue to control each human being. When I remember who I am, I find the key which opens the door to the union of my body and my soul. With the light air energy humanity is now bathing in, the probability of more and more people awakening is constantly increasing. This is why I do the work that I do, even if it appears that there is virtually nobody listening. I have absolute trust in the divine and the perfect creation happening behind the scene, even if I see no evidence of it in my daily life. Thus, 2020 is at the end of a 200-year era of Jupiter and Saturn uniting in Earth signs. While the earth element focuses on material security and consolidation of resources that is resistant to change, the era of air will bring disruption of established orders and dramatic changes in collective ideas and the way we communicate. Vitally, not only will Jupiter and Saturn be uniting in Aquarius, they will also be forming a catalytic square aspect with Uranus in Taurus. At this pivotal moment in our journey, the lightning bolts of Jupiter and Uranus will not only bring down old societal structures, but will also impel us to release old personal dreams and drama we have been attached to. We must choose light over darkness, but this has to be a conscious choice. I talked about astrology, but I will also make it clear that I know transformation will not just happen. Also, meditation, especially collective meditation, is very dangerous because of the egregores formed during such collective events. The Mother interviews 1050, 1051. Collective thought, collective suggestion is a formidable influence which constantly acts on individual thought. And what is extraordinary is that we do not notice it. We believe we think like that, but in reality, it is the collective that thinks like that. Mado at tripletransformation.ca wrote, "Let's avoid collective meditation, especially when using the internet, which increases the efficiency of connection with a particular egregore. Even if the stated reason seems legitimate, let us be wary of who is behind in the vital world. This is true of any religious, spiritual, or occult movement, whatever it is. Recently, even politics and health have used symbols to inflate some fear-fed egregores. Think about the compulsory wearing of masks, the bottles of disinfectants standing at the entrance of each store, and the constant images of a virus that does not exist. These are endlessly repeating reminders of the COVIDian threat, the new invisible enemy of the 21st century. So let's avoid anything that pulls us towards the low frequencies, lower level egregores, and negative thought forms. When praying or asking for help from the invisible world, it is better not to connect to anything other than the divine above the head, the Jivatman, or the true soul, hidden deep behind the heart, the psychic being. Any other less pure source harms our evolution of consciousness." The Mother interviews 1954. Instead of opening up and receiving from all sides and from everyone, as is generally done, one opens only to the divine, to receive only the divine force. It's just the opposite of what people usually do. They are always open on the surface. They receive all the influences from all sides. And so that creates within them what we might call a medley of all kinds of contradictory movements, which, of course, create countless difficulties. So here it is recommended to only open to the divine and to receive only the divine force, to the exclusion of anything else. The only solution is very simple. I must connect to my true self, my soul. Easy to say, not so easy to do. Please go into action now and make the choice between listening to your ego-mendacious mind and the external authorities, or listening to your soul, the internal authority. I consult and offer tools so that you can find your individual solution by making contact with your soul. You can then evolve in consciousness more effectively. Infinite love.